So since Tuesday, May 14, 2019, I brought home a 2006 Mazda Miata, or as some other people know, the name I've given it, KD. Me and my dad just, I think we left my high school and we go straight to go pick it up. It was at this parking lot. So on that day, me and my dad went to go pick up this Miata. We went to the car lot, we got the car. When we got back to the house, to my parents' house, we just brought it back there. I was super excited. I already wanted to start driving it. However, I couldn't because it didn't have any plates, I think. It didn't have any paper plates or anything, so I had to go get that registered and so on and so forth. I went to go eat dinner with my family. All I could think of was just like me driving it. And, this was back in high school. I was like, man, I don't even see these. I don't think I've ever seen this car before, like ever. And, with the top down, this was back in high school, so, it would feel kind of nice and shit. A couple hours later, my mom came outside to check it out, and when she stepped outside, she saw the car and she was like really amazed. Me if she could sit in the car, and I told her, yeah, just go ahead and sit in the car. I don't care. And she sat there and she said, wow, this is like really nice. And then she turns around and looks at the back. I'm like, oh, this one has no back seats? And I said, no, it doesn't. And she made this very like the most emotional sounding awe you can make. Like she said awe and like sadness, because I know at the time that we needed another vehicle, we needed another family vehicle, but my selfish, self was just being selfish, and I just bought like a 2-door car for myself and not for like the family that we needed, and I felt disappointed and shit. Ever since that day, from that day forth, that's when I started researching about these cars. When I heard that, I almost want to say depressive feeling, I felt like really sad. I felt really stupid, and I felt like I was just a fucking an irresponsible teenager. So I think me and my dad talked about the car outside for a little bit, and then I went inside. It was probably like around 9 o'clock ish. I was just pacing around my room, just thinking like, well, what have I done? Maybe I can go. I was thinking to myself, maybe I can go return it, get the money, and go buy like I don't know, like a Silverado or something for like the whole family, or something like a better family car. After I was pacing around my room. And just thinking, I was like hardcore focused on researching like what cars are like good family cars and stuff. But here are my options though. So after I have received and drove a 4-cylinder Miata, I already owned a 4.3 V6 Silverado single cab. Now I wanted to go like a step up and just get a V8, because I've always kind of wanted a V8, the sound and everything. I wanted it to be rear-wheel drive. I wanted it to be reliable. I also wanted it to be like a family car that could fit like at least 4 seats. 4 seats and up. I also wanted it to be like cheap to buy. If there was an aftermarket support, that'd be like even better. So I landed on like 4 cars. I landed on the Lexus GS 400, the Lexus SC 400, the Lexus LS 400, and then the Ford Crown Victoria. I know there's plenty of other options out there like the M45, the SS, a Camaro, a Mustang, or a Firebird, or anything like that. But it's just the price. Like when I still remember correctly that at the time the price was still high for these cars, and I forgot to mention the insurance would just eat me up alive. So I just couldn't, go out and just buy one, and it'll bite my ass down the road. Also kind of want something like kind of under the radar, something that the insurance would kind of understand. Rear-wheel drive, reliable family car, or at least it's 4 seats. Also another advantage too would be like plenty of hoods, like working room space under the hood, and plenty of trunk space. I was also thinking about the Lincoln LS, but I saw they had like Jaguar fingerprints here and there, and I kind of didn't want to like mess with that. I'm not saying that the entire car is bad, but I just was cautious at the time, I guess if you could say. So I cut off the GS 400 due to the fact that the parts on it like to replace were expensive. A lot of them had like a lot of miles on them, and they're like a lot of the ones that were like low mileage kind of had shitty interiors. Like I didn't really see like a clean one with good mileage, was like low mileage that was clean, like was also like a low price or an affordable price. So I cut that one off. Now I have the Crown Vic, the LS 400, and the SC 400. I wanted the SC 400 more than the LS 400, only because like the fact that it was a coupe and it was like it looked like. I mean, I think it is a sports car. But I just like the way it looked. Like it was so sleek. I like the quad headlights. The back of it, you know, it's just, I don't know, everything about it. And I saw videos on like people modifying those things, and it looks clean. I know a lot of people will probably go for the SC300 because it's got the 2JZ, but inline sixes really never really caught my attention like that. At least not with that car. So SC400 is the way I want to go. I know they come in automatic only, but I was gonna eventually manual swap it. So with the SC400, when I had Facebook Marketplace at the time, so when I searched for like Lexus SC400, I only found like 2 in a 100-mile radius. One was not working. It was like left under the sun, under the trees, with like algae growing across it. And the other one was just expensive. I think it was like 7,000. But a lot of stuff was done to it, and I was like a little bit over my budget. And then slowly I started to realize that the parts for these cars might be hard to find. More X marks than check marks, you know. Now it was the LS400 and the Ford Crown Victoria. I was only comparing both, like seeing which one has a better advantage than the other one. The LS400 is a really old car. If I were to buy that car in 2019, a lot of stuff would have been like used up, worn. I was also looking into like the parts. If I were to buy parts for it, it would be kind of hard to find too, and kind of hard to deal with. So the ones I searched for on Facebook Marketplace had like a lot of miles on them, and yeah. Then there was only one car left, and that was a Ford Crown Victoria. But this one isn't a Ford Crown Victoria by Vin. My dad agreed on it once I told him the idea that I wanted a Ford Crown Victoria. So we hopped on, you know, searching for different cars here and there. Preferably, I wanted a police interceptor, you know, or a P71, like all cheaply priced. A lot don't have fair mileage. I am aware that cop cars tend to have more abuse than civilian models. For some reason, I just let that slide, and I'm like, I still want a cop car. Keep in mind, I was still back in high school, so I guess I wanted to scare people or like trick people and stuff. We ended up finding this one cop car in Cypress, Texas. It was from like a security guard. We met up and everything. I liked the car. I really liked it. I think it was missing like a headrest. The seat needed work because it was like when you laid back, the back of it would like kind of like twist. But I didn't really care about that. I just like the whole car. I've seen like what the car interior looks like in videos, and I'm like, damn, this is what it feels like to be in a cop car. Like, this is cool. Like when you open the rear doors, you can't open it from the outside. You have to open it or you can't open it from the inside. You have to open it from the outside. And it was just like kinks, like quirks and kinks, like here and there, you know, that I liked. I just really wanted it. So we test drove it one day, and we met up. We talk about it, and then the next day when we were supposed to meet up, he sent us the address. But the thing is, he sent us an address to an apartment complex, and that apartment complex was like massive. So it would take us forever to find like, you know, where. So on that day, I texted him that I was gonna be there at this time, at this, you know, this hour, and he never responded back to me. I felt mad as hell because I really wanted that car specifically. I know there's plenty of other cop cars out there, but I just wanted that one specifically. I don't know. When I see it, I just want that one, you know. So some time has passed, and during that time, I was like, man, that's when it sank in that, you know, maybe it will be a kind of a pain in the ass to deal with a car that has like a bunch of abuse and stuff. So I instead opted for the civilian model. When I was researching about the car Victoria, I kind of opted out for the P71s now, and I wanted specifically the civilian models or other Panther cars. And when I started researching about the Mercury Grand Marquis, it's mostly old people that drive these cars, like mostly. And I'm not gonna lie, when at the time when I was driving like a truck, you know, just as a substitute for me to get here and there from work, I was like, damn, that's kind of true. I do see like old people driving these cars. And if elderly people are driving these cars, that means most likely that they'll take care of them. They'll drive slow, they drive the speed limit, they'll like take good care of it, you know, they don't abuse it at all like cop cars. I was like, maybe I'll consider Grand Marquis. When searching for Crown Victorias only, this Mercury Grand Marquis popped up. It was from an elderly black person. And I was like, damn, this is like spot perfect, because like an elderly person drives this, and I'm pretty sure that they'll drive like, you know, slow or something. And I looked at the interior, and it was in good condition. The exterior had like a couple dings here and there, but it was all great. I liked it. I think the bumper had a crack on it, but that's why I have this bumper replacement. Everything went well. We exchanged. We did the bill of sale or whatever, like all that process and stuff. We finally got it. I drove it home. License plate was taken off, and all that stuff. So I really love the way it felt. Like it felt so simple. It felt good. It felt like I was driving a car that I could depend on. And yeah, and I really haven't had like many major issues there. So, anyways, I'm just talking. I'm just rambling on right now and just talking too much. But that's where I'm at. I have a couple other video ideas I want to do, but I just wanted to get this one out there because I know some people will be like, like why did you get this car in the first place? It's like a grandpa car. It's an old person's car. It's just, yeah. I mean, it is, but there are people who are still modifying Honda Civics, Honda Accords. You know, like cars that aren't even supposed to be like cars to like, you know, tune or like work on or build them. Whatever that means. Yeah, I mean that's my story. Hopefully some people can understand it. If not, well, oh well, I don't care anyway. Um, but yeah, that's why I got this car. I mean, it's been fun. I like driving. I like working on it. It's nice. But I don't care what people think. I like my car a lot, and I'm planning to keep it. And I plan to make more content with it soon, pretty soon. So yeah, I mean, other than that, that's pretty much it. Hopefully this video's not too long. I'm probably reaching the 40-minute mark right now. And yeah, thanks for watching, and have a great rest of your day.